Hello and welcome to my Guitar Pro tutorial. Let's go ahead and get started. I have Guitar Pro 7 here, but all of the things I'm going to be showing you should apply to future versions, although it might look a touch different. So first thing I'm going to do is open up this practice file and we're going to duplicate it. So here's the practice file. And this just so happens to basically be JAWS. So pretty easy, as you can tell. You can see that the notes are just repeating over and over again. And I'll show you a slow way to make this file and a very fast way to make this file. I'd like you to pause and try this on your own first. If you can, you simply just open up a new page, and then you could probably just leave this on default. I have mine defaulting to acoustic guitar, steel string. Click create or hit enter. And now we can get started. So before I start inputting a bunch of notes, one thing I'd like you to change, if this is your first time using Guitar Pro, it's not necessary, but for watching my tutorials, it may confuse you if you don't make this change. So the change is, we're going to go into your preferences. So you click on File and then Preferences, and we're going to make one change in here. We're going to go over to Interface on the top row, and then you'll see this little plus minus keys behavior setting. It's default to shorter, longer when you first open this. If it is, change it to longer, shorter. And that's not going to affect today's tutorial, but that will affect future ones. So make that change, make your life easier, and then click X. And from here, we're just going to make a song. So it's pretty simple. We're going to try and copy this. I'm going to start with this first note here. And it's really important when you make a file, make sure you're in the proper spot. So we're going to be in the tab area. I'm not going to be inputting notes in the notation area, just the tab area. Notation will take care of itself. Oh, and one thing I like to do before starting this too is to change the zoom level. So you can see I'm not quite stretched across the entire screen. This is optional, but I like to stretch to the width. And there's that little setting up here where you can change how far you zoom in and zoom out. If you hit fit to width, it will fill up your screen for the most part. And also I'm just going to hit F11 here to completely fill my screen, maximized. All right, so now we can start actually writing some music. So it's pretty simple. On my keyboard, you'll see some keyboard shortcuts pop up as I press them, my keystrokes, and I will start by using my number pad, making sure your num lock is on, and hit 0. And you'll notice that we get a note. So that's basically how we input notes. And then if I want to input another note, I need to use my arrow keys. I'm going to hit the right arrow key and put my next note, 1. Now there's a slow way to finish this and a fast way. I'm going to start with the slow way. The slow way is to input these notes one at a time. So I'm just going to keep doing 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, and just keep going. And you'll notice that the measures populate themselves. You don't have to put those measure lines in there because I'm leaving the rhythm on its default setting. And that's what we're going to do the whole time. All right. All right, so now we pretty much are done. Just one small aesthetic thing. You might notice that these are kind of squished together. And in the practice file, they're spread apart so it fills up the page. So how you do that, it's a real simple shortcut, is you click on somewhere in this measure. It doesn't matter where, just somewhere in this last measure. And we're going to hit Control, hold it down, and enter. And it stretches it out for us. Very cool trick. Lots of shortcuts in this program, makes life easy. All right, so we're pretty much done right here. If I want to put a title on it, like I have over here, there is a area of the screen in the top left corner up here. I'm going to circle it right there. And you'll see that there's 3 little boxes. I'm going to click the box to the right. Now, depending on what version of Guitar Pro you have, this might be in a different location, but it's these 3 symbols up here. If I click the box on the right, it should open up this title and artist menu. And then I could put in whatever I want here. I could put, JAWS theme. And then I'll put in John Williams, of course. There we go. So now our files pretty much match. There's nothing else we need to change. So I said I was going to show you a faster way to do this too. So I'm going to go ahead and just start from the beginning. All right. So the fast way to do it is utilize copy and paste. It works just like any other program on your computer. Control C, Control V, or you could do it with your mouse, and I'll show you both. So I'm going to start over. And a couple ways, by the way, I can start a new song without closing these is I can hit the plus key, or not the plus key, the plus symbol up here, and that will open up kind of like it does in a browser. It opens up a new file, a new tab, and I could start from here. I could also go up to File and then click on New. And that does the exact same thing. So now I've got a new file. I'm going to start with acoustic guitar, steel string, and I'm going to click Create. All right, so same thing. I'm going to go to the bottom line here, 0, 1, 0, 1. Now I'm going to stop here, and instead of continuing to hit 0, 1, although it's fast enough, I can double click in the measure, Control C for copy. Now I'm just going to click in the measure one more time so I get rid of that, and then I'm going to click the right arrow key, Control V for paste. Now you can see how this is a lot faster. I'm going to click the right arrow key again, Control V, right arrow again, Control V, Control Enter to stretch to the end of the page. There we go. Oh, and I forgot to zoom in here, so I'm going to zoom in. There we go. And that's it. And I can go and put my title in. Jaws, John Williams. And we're done. Good luck.